Blessings. Please like, share the page if you could. Today, the topic is going to be from you. Those who request certain topics, I got maybe two. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for giving me your requests, your opinions, your perspective, and giving me the topics you want me to discuss. D.A.P.
D.A.P.
David Adams Perspective. Much love and respect. Please do me a favor and like the page. Please share the page. If you haven't already followed me, please follow now if you could. It's much appreciated. So the topic this morning, we're going to start out with, why do people feel okay being with someone 15, 20 years and don't even marry? Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that people, this is coming from a young lady, why do you be with someone for 20, 15, 20, 23 years? She said, I can have all your babies, but you won't give me your last name. What's up with that? To have all your babies, have 4, 5, 6, 8, 12. 12 of your babies, my brother. But you won't even give me your last name. What's up with that? What's the reason? What's the solution? Well, here's the thing. As I always say, when you start out in a relationship, you must have in mind what's your plan. And this is why I always have said for many years now, date with a purpose. You must date with a purpose. Did that man in the beginning, when it come to you dating and courting is what they called it years ago. That's when you really getting to know the person. That's when you finding out what you like, what you don't like. That's getting to know, do's and don'ts, and if y'all are compatible, if you're compatible or not. Those are the courting stages where you find out all of that stuff. So during that stage, that's when you supposed to know if this man wants to be a husband. Does this man want children? Do he want you to have his last name? That's when you supposed to dig into that in the first beginning or the few months, the year or so, finding out what is this man's intentions. And he's supposed to find out exactly what is this woman's intentions as well. So this way you get all of that out the way, and you won't get to the point where you 20 years in with a few children and this man don't want to give you his last name. Real talk. Good morning. Could you do me the favor and just share, like the page? If you haven't already, please do me the favor and just press follow on this page. On YouTube, you can go over this David Adams podcast, press subscribe. I appreciate you guys always tuning in. Good morning to each and every last one of you who's chiming in now. Respect. Yep. So, the main thing is finding out if this man is a husband from the beginning. You have to make sure that he is a husband. He has to make sure you are a wife. That's if that's what you're looking for. All right. Mind you now, those who are not looking for that, I'm not even talking to you. I'm not speaking to those who already in a marriage, already linked up with someone for years, and you're married and you're doing your thing. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm speaking to the young generation that's asking me these questions, okay? So that's the main thing you're supposed to be looking for. You're supposed to be looking to make sure that that person that you're trying to hook up with, you're courting with, is marriage material, is already a husband. You can tell by his qualities and what he do and how he is and his character and all that good stuff at the beginning. All right. You will find out and realize if this man has a little spirituality from the jump. And that's one thing you definitely want to do to the young generation that's coming up. You want to make sure to the men, you want to make sure she has spirituality. To the young ladies, you want to make sure he has a little spirituality as well. You can't go into a relationship without having that battery. That battery I'm speaking of is the spirituality. You must have that. You can't have a car and it don't have no engine at all. The battery or the spirituality is what going to drive, what moves that person. You know what I mean? The battery or that engine is all of the characteristics. Do he have good characteristics? Is he a man of integrity? Is he a man that's honest? Is he a man that takes care of his business? Is he a man who actually love family? Will he be able to support you, not just financially? Will he be able to support you financially? Will he be able to support you spiritually, morally? You know what I mean? Do he have a vision? Do he have a plan? So you will be able to see all of that in the beginning stages of you courting him, vice versa. Now, this is going into the next topic. The young man hit me up and he says, well, first, let me go back. Brother, if this woman is for you, you make sure you go ahead and do the right thing and make it happen far as marriage is concerned. Give that woman your last name. Back in the day, they said, make her an honest woman. Make her an honest woman. That's a strange statement, though. I always thought about that. I was like, wow. Why did they say, make her an honest woman and marry her? What is it that saying, make her an honest woman? What does marriage have to do with making her honest. Was she not honest from the beginning? I don't know. Y'all help me out with that. That was a strange statement that was always thrown around many years ago. Many years ago. But anyway, going into the next topic, a young man hit me up and says, Cream, it's like, yo, I've been looking for a decent woman, man. It's like every time I come across women, young women that I think is the right one, it seems as though they are not the right one. For some reason, I can't find a decent woman that's serious, that's wanting to have a family, that want to be good to me. This is what he says. So I said, so what are you coming across? What type of women are you coming across? He said, it seems as though when I get with some of these chicks, they want to hang out all the time. They want to be in the bars. They want to be in the clubs all the time. When I meet them, they seem like they look decent. They look like they got their thing together far as the morals and things like that. But after about a month or two, I'm noticing I give them a call. What's going on? How you been? Where you at? What's going on? Oh, I'm at the yada yada yada. They in a spot. They in a spot getting it, and she's, they saying this every weekend, and that's not the type of woman he want. And I kind of applaud that brother because he has boundaries. So shout out to you, my brother, if you're watching. He has boundaries. The young man is serious about trying to get in a decent relationship with a woman to build a family, and he's serious about that. You know what I mean? So here are some of the things that you will come into, that you will see that this woman is not the right woman for you at that time. And it's okay to the young brother, move on. It's okay to that young sister if you can tell that young man or that man is not marriage material or even father material. It's okay to go ahead and move on. It's better now than waiting after you have the baby and all that stuff. If you can see that he's inconsistent now, if you can see that he is petty about little things and don't want to take care of this or don't want to do that, if you can see that he don't have no type of dreams, no type of plans in his life for himself, he definitely not going to have any plans or no type of dreams for you and your children. So you got to be wise about that. So to the young brother, once again, it's okay that you have those boundaries. Here are some of the things that you may encounter when looking for that decent young lady. If you dating her and you're courting her and you happen to give her a call, and every time you call her, the phone just rings. If the phone just rings and she always get back to you probably half hour, an hour, the next day, that's a red flag, bruh. That's a red flag. And you've been dating or courting her for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and every time you call, it's always an issue. Even on the weekend. We're not talking about just when she's at work, because there's a possibility, young brother, that if she's at work and you call her and she can't answer the phone. So some people can't answer the phone when they're at work, bro. So you gotta really take that in consideration. But what the young brother did explain to me, he said even on the weekend. So to the young fellas that's listening, if you can't get an answer when you call the young lady you're courting, just know that is a red flag off the gate. If she has a reason or excuse why she could not answer the phone, that's a red flag. Don't even go for it. Keep it moving. All right, keep it moving. If she has to come up with some type of excuse or reason, it's always something when you call her. It's a no-go, bruh. So I applaud that young brother once again. he brought that up to me, and yeah, those are definitely red flags. I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you that already. Um, it's always she at this spot, always that she's at this spot, always in a bar somewhere where there's alcohol, where there's hookah, where there's drinking, and all that good stuff. And y'all 24, 25, bruh, she is not the one at that time. If you, she's not ready. She's not ready. She's living that life where she's free and she want to do her, as they call it. If she want to do her at the beginning, it's not a good thing. All right. Now, if you've been in a relationship with a young lady for about maybe a year, 2, and 3, and basically she's showing herself, now all of a sudden the truth is coming out of her that you didn't know. Possibly, like I said, they're hanging out constantly. She don't like to cook. She always want to go out and want you to spend money. She don't really like to cook. You know what I mean? She might not be for you if you like somebody to cook. If you like somebody to cook for you or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? She might not be that one. You know what I mean? If you date her and she's constantly leaving, if you date a woman and she has a child and she's constantly leaving her child with people, with auntie, with you know, with her sister, her little cousins, and other little younger kids babysitting them, and she's out, but the kid that's babysitting them is 13 years old. The kid that's babysitting them is 9 and things like that, but she got to leave them with this 9-year-old, and the baby is probably 4, but she at, you know, the bar on Friday and Saturday. Those are signs that she not really ready to be a mother. It just happened. You know what I mean? So be careful of that. That's not your responsibility. You know, if you're dating her, whatever the case may be, always keep in mind, do I want to really get with this type of woman who leaves her child with any and everybody? Nah, you don't want to do that, bro. Those are signs right there. If you hear a chick say, "Oh man, I'm not leaving. I don't trust my child with nobody." Hey, that might be a green flag. You know what I mean? That chick that don't go nowhere. She don't go nowhere because she says her child is her main responsibility if she happens to have 1 or 2, and you're possibly looking to date her, and you basically like this young lady, and she like, I'm not doing nothing without my child. No, sir. No, ma'am. That might be a green flag. All right, that she might be a decent young lady, whatever the case may be. But you got to find out the history. All right, making sure that, you know, she got her characteristics in place. You know what I mean? She's, you know, loyal. She's honest and things like that. So yeah, look into that, brother. Yeah, look into that. Peace and blessings. Please like the page if you can do me that favor. I appreciate you. What's going on, Greg Vossi? What's going on? What's good with your peace? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Yeah, so gotta be sure in this world. One dude says to me, yeah, man. I said to him in the chair, I said, how's the married? I mean, not how's the married, how's the ladies treating you? That's what I said. How's the ladies treating you, bro? He said, man, not all that good, bro. Not all that good, man. These women be tripping. This is what he says. So he said, it's like, I can't find no one like my mom. You know, I want someone like my mom. I seen how she treated my dad, and that's what I would like. But I said, listen, bro. I said, you're looking for a 70s, a 60s type of woman, or even an 80s type of woman in 2023. That's very difficult, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's like a needle in a haystack. Real talk. Try to find a needle in a big ass haystack about a block long. You're going there looking for a needle. That's how difficult that is. Real talk. Because the modern young ladies today, they're not thinking in the mindset of family, They're not thinking in the mindset of taking care of or nurturing, you know, no kids or a man. That's not even in their mind. Today, young women have the mentality that I'm free. I want to be free to do whatever. I'm going to say that once more. I want to be free to do whatever I want. And nobody going to stop me from doing nothing. If I feel like doing it, that's what it's going to be. So my brother, you are in a you are going to be in for a deep search. All right, a deep search. They out there. Don't get me wrong. There are decent women that's out there, but in your age group, it's going to be very, very difficult to actually find that. And I understand your concerns when it comes to that. You know what I mean? I can understand that because today the mindset of some women is I don't want to say it like this, but I'm going to say it like this. Being a whore is glamorized. Being what they call a 304 is glamorized today. That's a fact. And some young women that's coming up from the 80s and 90s, they have the mindset, that's what I want to be because it looks good. She's free. She can do what she. So now the mindset is because I can hump and twerk and do all this and get away with it and not feel shame. They really believe that that's the way to go today. They really believe that doing all that basically is freedom. Yeah, they think that is freedom. So when you see that young girl on TikTok and every page, every thing she put up is sexualized. Everything is sexualized on her page. Trust and believe, she is one that feel like she's free to do whatever she want to do, and that's a fact. That's a fact. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and trust me, you will find what you want, but it's going to be difficult in 2023. Even elder men and women having problems because even elder women and some men, some women and some men, they are modernized also. They have the modern mentality as well. You got elder women acting like the younger women. So they you know, it's all across the board right now. It's all across the board. They all are trying to be like the young modern women today. So to the young brothers, it's going to be difficult. To the young lady who is looking for that man to take her on as a wife and he hasn't give you that last name yet. He hasn't got on his knee yet, and it's been 15, 20 years. All I can say to you on that is you try to get him into counseling. Both of you guys go to counseling and see what it is that's holding him back from getting on his knee and putting that ring on your finger. And that's something you really want. I mean, yeah, go. I think y'all should try counseling. If you haven't did that, you need to get in counseling, and that could help. Have him talk to an elder man to give him some, confidence in going ahead and do it. It's like you're basically legally married now. I don't know if it's common law in Jersey or whatever. 7 years supposed to be common law that if you're with the person that long, you're considered legally married. But if you want the wedding, you want the paper so that you can have his last name and do things together, whatever the case may be, whether it's business and things like that, and that's something that's important to you, I think you should, seek counseling. I think that will help. If he was able to actually sit down and talk to someone and have conversations with about the situation on a regular basis, I think that will help him say, you know what? Yeah, it's time for me to make this happen. Much love and respect. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.
D.A.P.